Hey, what's going on, guys? Jeff from Tech, and time for some more tech news. Cryptocurrency miners have been getting on some gamers' nerves lately. Cryptocurrency miners are cited as one of the main reasons why a lot of the gaming graphics cards are out of stock. They buy all the parts available, throw into PC rigs, then run the cards at full load all day, every day, which makes it a lot more likely to have an issue and have to be repaired. Well, NO3D has a warning on their packaging saying that they will void the warranty if a card has been used for mining. There are some manufacturers making parts specifically for cryptocurrency mining. Are you guys ready to hear more about cyber attacks? A report from cybersecurity company Proofpoint said that it is observed that a forgotten email campaign that is using details that are leaked from Game of Thrones episodes to try and spread malware to unsuspecting users. They first found an email on August 10th with the subject line saying, "Wanna see Game of Thrones in advance?" It contained some general details of upcoming episodes with a Microsoft Word attachment with malware hidden on it. Once it's downloaded, it will try to install a 9002 remote access Trojan. Cybersecurity says that similar attacks in the past have been contributed to groups associated with Chinese government, and it's possible that this attack could be coming from some of the actors. At the end of July, hackers stole 1.5 terabytes of data from HBO, like contact info for the show stars, unpaired episodes, and scripts. People just need to learn how dangerous electronics can be, like how easy it is for hackers to steal them. I don't know really how to explain it, but people need to try to stay more secure and secure as you can. Google has done goofed. Google shut down the internet in half of Japan. They screwed up a border gateway protocol and mistakenly used IP addresses that actually belonged to Japanese service providers. So traffic that was meant for Japan was sent towards Google by ISPs, like Verizon. But Google isn't an ISP and doesn't route traffic, so info was sent. So therefore, the info was sent nowhere, thus cutting out the internet. Japan's Internal Affairs and Communications Ministry even got involved, but Google was nice and admitted it was their fault. They said, "We said wrong information for network as a result problems occurred," as the spokesperson said. It was fixed within 8 minutes, but slowed down the internet for the rest of that Friday day, 2 weeks ago, and had a major effect on finance, online trading, and transportation. Google. You need to be more careful, Google. But at least they admit it's their own fault. Fitbit now has their own smartwatch. It's called the Ionic. People are saying that it's actually pretty good. I am not sure if a lot of people are still into smartwatches nowadays. It's supposed to be right up there with Apple Watches and Android Wear devices. And it still has Fitbit fitness features. It has a optical heart rate monitor, GPS, NFC chip, 2.5 gigabyte storage for music and other files. Also has SpO2 sensor. The SpO2 monitor tracks the amount of oxygen in the blood, which could even alert the user of things like sleep apnea. NFC will help contactless payments, which you can do with Fitbit Pay. It has up to 10 hours of battery life, and it comes at $299, like most smartwatches. So, I mean, it's good that Fitbit has their own smartwatch, but if they can make a cheaper smartwatch, maybe more people would want to buy it. But I mean, it doesn't look that bad, and it doesn't sound like a bad deal, honestly. Comment down below what you think on that. Apparently, it can't be tech news without some Intel or AMD news this week. Well, guess what? We have more Intel news this week. Intel announced new workstation CPUs aimed at professional applications called the Xeon W and Pearly workstation processors. These new CPUs are created to help satisfy the needs of financial trading, CAD, rendering, and even AI analytics and 3D VR content creators. The Xeon W series are said to feature turbo boosts up to 4.5 GHz and up to 18 hyper-threaded cores. Meanwhile, the expert Pearly workstation CPUs will feature 4.2 GHz turbo boosted and up to 56 cores and 112 threads on a single platform. Some reports are saying that the 18 cores ESW is going to be in the next iMac Pro, but probably won't know until sometime in September. 56 cores and one CPU? Dang, Intel. I give you guys thumbs up for that, because I mean that probably is really hard. And 112 threads. Now even Dell is starting to get into the mixed reality headset game with their own headset called the Dell Visor. It's their first headset for Windows mixed reality platform sources. Says it's cameras on the front that could allow AR and VR experiences. It has a resolution per eye of 1440 by 1440 with a 90 Hz refresh rate. With the headset is apparently coated with a anti-stain coating, so it can be kept clean. The Dell Visor also has optional controllers that offer 6 degrees of freedom of our movement thumbsticks, trackpads, buttons, and triggers. It will be available this October for $349.99 or bundled with controllers for $449.99. So, the prices seem better than like, $700 for Oculus or whatever that was. I'm pretty sure it was $700. So, they dropped the price down. At IFA 2017, Acer announced and updated a number of mobile PCs with 8th-gen Kaby Lake R CPUs, including the really lightweight Switch 5 laptop, Switch 7 with discrete NVIDIA graphics, convertible Spin 5, and Phanos Aspire S24 all in one. And some even come with Acer's liquid loop cooling technology, which uses the heat from the processor to move coolant around the system rather than using extra energy to power a pump. Also announced about the Orion 9000 desktop with Intel's X series CPUs, up to 4 graphics cards. That's a lot of graphics cards just for one computer. And even has wheels. Wow. So do you remember all those leaks about the V30 the past couple weeks? Well, guess what? It was released a couple days ago, and this is what we have. A 6-inch 2880 by 1440 OLED screen with a Snapdragon 835 SoC, with 4 GB of LPDDR4 RAM, 64 GB of storage, expandable to 120 GB. On the back there are dual cameras, 116 with a 1.6 aperture and 13 with 120 degrees view of field. A feature called Cine Effect for video, which is a 15% effects. Also has point of zoom, so you can zoom anywhere on the phone screen. It will be available to South Korea starting on September 21st in 4 different colors. So once we were just talking about Intel's processors, we can't just forget about the new Threadripper processor. AMD just launched the Ryzen Threadripper 1900X Thursday for $549. Just only $50 more than the Ryzen 7 1800X, which still has 64 PCIe lanes on both of them. So, I mean, if you could save $50 and still get what you want and need out of it, and get the Ryzen 7 1800X, I would just do that instead of getting the Threadripper, because, I mean, why go overboard? But, I mean, if you can and you want to, I mean, it's your decision, not mine. So if you like this video, give it a huge thumbs up, get subscribed down below, and we'll catch you guys in the next tech news video next week.